This is Sibila Extreme Vocal and welcome to my vocal experiment. I was watching and practicing vocals to videos of Alex Terrible for 30 days and this happened to my growl. Okay, so let's find some cool video of Alex Terrible. I have one favorite and we will just give a listen firstly to that. Nie straszny. This video is good for a practice because it's short, simple, and we can see how gradually he builds up his growl. It sounds like he was doing some subharmonic singing with Kargira, very low, and then he transitioned into the full growl, which reminds something in between low scream and growl. Anyway, I will just stand up because it's much better to practice vocals when we stand, and every day I will practice on and on and on and upload here a result of each day. And we will see, or rather hear, if my growls became better, nothing happened, or maybe they are worse. Let's just fucking begin. Day 1. I guess it's my turn now. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Day 6. That note is pretty low too, but still, to make a really deep and low growl, we need to use something like subharmonic, false chord, Kargira or something like that. I am not the best when it comes to throat singing because I learn it like naturally and in a very intuitive way. I just try to imitate the sound of Abba from Immortal, just for fun, and the vocals from Mayhem Attila. And then it turned out that it sounds a little bit like some throat singing, and I tried to dig it deeper. I released a little bit that. I decreased the pressure and the tension. And then I realized that Kagura is really helpful to nail false chord, both distortion for singing like yeah, I'm real life, I'm the one who took you there, yeah. But also for growling. It's really helpful. Anyway, to nail a style that is similar to Alex Terrible, we'll need to take that Kagura sound even deeper and lower and darken the sound color. We can darken the sound color when we, for example, create a shape of our throat and mouth, the vocal tract, like during yawning, like or like we wanted to imitate an opera singer. The note itself doesn't have to be really low, but it's darker. And now my job is to learn how to darken my basic Kagura and how to bring it even lower and deeper. And this is one of the things that I struggle the most, and I don't have it, to be honest. And Alex Terrible has it, definitely. He can take his Kagura very, very low, very deep, and the sound color is very dark. And all of those elements combined together can result in very nasty, just fucking juicy and powerful growls. And to be honest, that part in my vocal technique is missing, so my job now is to learn how to take my Kagura lower, deeper, and color it in a more dark way. The sound is kind of breathy. Let's see if it will change during upcoming days. It's really exciting because I am discovering something new, something that is kind of weird and strange and unknown to me, and we will see how my growl will be impacted by those new ways, by lower, deeper, darker Kagura, and just trying to follow along Alex Terrible and his videos. Day 7. Day 8. rehearsal of my band, but we need still to practice every fucking day. Day 10. I am in the train's toilet, but still we have to practice. And let's take this shit off. What would you think when you were standing outside the toilet waiting for your turn to take a shit or a piss, and someone in the toilet would make growls, gutturals and shit like that, and you even don't listen to death metal?
Welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age, to the new age. And because of that, I can feel you dead, because all time, so it's forever.
Day 11.
Enough to pay my system bill. Welcome to the new age. I feel it in my bones. Enough to pay my system bill.
Day 12. I am a little bit tired because I did a few workouts with people and I recorded 2 videos, but still we have to fucking practice.
And then the Russian death, and when my bill and sweat virus, and bathing that, the lyrics. And bathing that, saving that, the straight out, the freedom path. This is it, the apocalypse.
Wow.
I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow.
Day 13. Again, we are on the rehearsal of my band Vishurda, but still we have to practice. Day 15. which one sounds better. Maybe they both suck. We are going into woods to practice some growls. Alright, so here we are. Day 16. Practicing growling along to videos of Alex Terrible, especially the older videos. It's like you went to a gym, you wanted to lift weights and do stuff to grow your muscles, and you were watching videos of Arnold Schwarzenegger to stay motivated and to try to bring the best out of your body. It works the same when it comes to vocals. It's not about becoming another Alex Terrible, because it's pretty impossible. Everyone is different, each voice is kind of different, but we can be inspired and we can try to bring the best out of our throats, our voices, and become better. And that's the whole idea of that experiment. I just needed motivation to just practice my growling, because I focused very much on doing only clean vocals since last year. And now it's changing, and I am also preparing for recording another album of my band Vishurda, so we have to try to become as best as possible. The place is really cool, but there are tons of fucking mosquitoes, so I have to move around to not get bitten. Let's start with some warm-up. Ha ha ha. Wow 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 wow. Another day and we continue the challenge. I'm breaking in, shaping up.
Shaping up, the looking at, or if it's a boss, then they said the apocalypse. I feel it in my voice, and to my voice system, where do you know it?
Day 18. Today I am going to experiment with some old school death metal growls like early Obituary, Death, or Asphyx, especially the earlier vocalist of Asphyx, Luman, as far as I am concerned. Why? Because the old school growl is pretty guttural, the pitch is pretty high, the sound color is a little bit brighter, but the placement is pretty much guttural. For example, the slowly we wrote vocals. And I will try to darken the sound color and lower the pitch, but to sustain that guttural placement. And we will see what will happen. Maybe it will suck, maybe it will be good. Let's see.
Kill the fight death! Kill the...
And we have the Asphyx album Embrace the Death. And it's pretty guttural too. It totally sounds different than today's gutturals and stuff, but it's like a historical piece of gutturals. And I am very curious if it is possible to use it for modern death metal type of low growls and gutturals.
Growl! 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 Growl!
maybe night 19. Every moment is good for practicing vocals, even night, and walking the dog. What a nice place for a walk with the dog.
Co jest, Tessa? Co widzisz? Tak? Chodź.
We've changed the spot because the dog was a little bit nervous, so we are going to continue our practice no matter the odds. And breathing in the chemicals is really awesome thing to practice gutturals with. Woo! And how is the dog? I think she's having fun. Yeah, she wants to go home. Alright, we'll finish soon. Tessa, what do you think about my gutturals? Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey. Day 20. Another walk with that dog. And we are under the bridge, close to the river. Looks like someone has a perfect spot to live at. Ooh, monsters, grill, juicy. Alright, so we begin the practice. It's windy as fuck today and I am not sure how it will sound on the recording, but anyway, we have to practice. I am reading a book about voice emission and stuff, and they tell something that may be quite obvious, but to begin your warm-up from your head voice and gradually go lower and lower, so we will begin with some head voice.
This is it, the apocalypse. I feel it in my foot, and I have to make my system broke. Where do it? Do it? Where do it? Do it?
Whoa! Huh. Another day, another practice. I guess it's day 21. When I was here around 10 or 15 minutes ago, it was still bright but now it's pretty dark, so I have to blind my eyes in order to make visible my face and what I do with my voice, but I don't see anything surrounding me, so even someone can kill me right now and I will have no idea. It's not the best solution, but I have to give it a shot because I went some distance to get here. We cannot waste such a chance for practice. The cover of Imagine Dragons by Alex Terrible was really cool, especially for a guttural and low growl practice, but I don't want to bore you to death, so I have to move forward and try something else, something more. And today I decided to practice with the cover of Queen, We Will Rock You, performance by Alex Terrible, obviously. Alright, so firstly let's try with the clean voice. We will use a darker sound color. Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing. I found a place where it's a little bit lighter, so we will continue now our practice. Kurwa, było fajne na początku. Day 22. Today will be not too much about covers because I am on the rehearsal of my band.
Nie wiem. Ja sobie nagrywam na swoje potrzeby teraz. Mój ryj.
A ja bym potrzebował statyw.
O, jak się zagrywa, to zrobię.
Ej, dalej grajmy tak jak na koncercie.
A, dobra, fed up.
Day 23. I've came back from the rehearsal. We are under another bridge and we are about to begin the practice. It's hot as fuck, but there are no excuses.
Rock
24.
I was about to begin my practice, but some damn heavy rain and storm has cut me. But still, there are no excuses. We are going to practice. Even just a few minutes. That's a growl.
Day 25.
Loving you was like loving the dead. Loving you was like loving the dead. Was like a loving the dead.
Day 26. Yesterday one of my students sent me a cover of Rag and Bone Man Human, obviously by Alex Terrible. I have no idea how I could overlook this one because it's really great performance. I don't know too much the original song, maybe I have listened to it in the radio at work or something like that, but I don't know it too much. But the cover is really amazing, especially the layering is really cool. What I also like about that one is not only the pronunciation is really clear, but also emotions, dynamics. It's not about only producing monstrous, the lowest possible, the loudest possible sounds, gutturals, growls and so on. It's also about the message and emotions, and that one is really cool. And I decided, although I don't know it too much, I have listened to the cover like for maybe 2 or 3 times today, but I decided to practice along this one today, and we will see what will happen. That cover is also good for a practice because we can clearly see what happens to mouth and jaw of Alex. We can clearly see that it lowers, moves back as it should, even for opera singers. Any type of singing, it should work like this. It doesn't work like that for the most of death metal vocalists who are doing something like moving the jaw forward, creating unnecessary tension and pressure on the vocal folds. The jaw can lower, it should lower and move back at the same time, but at the same time we mustn't let the back of the tongue move backwards. It's a tricky thing, but really important, and we can observe that clearly in that performance, which is really cool, and for some people can be even kind of like enlightening or something. Alright, let's get to the practice. all, don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror. And after all, you're only human. After all, don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Some people carry problems. Some people not. Some people feel a curse of that. Love never is bad. I'm the human. After all, I'm the human. After all, the push of blame on night. The push of blame on night. I'm ready for the plans.
Day 27.
We're foolish, we're good, we're with the brothers, it's yours behind, go with the perfect, so many.
And I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror.
What is it? This is clear, where is it? I want to believe.
'Cause I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Some people carry problems. Some people are not. Some people feel the curse of that. No, there is a path. I'm the human. After all, you're human. After all, don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Take a look in the
Mirror, what is it? You feel it's clear, right in the chest. I want to believe.
'Cause I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Some people carry problems. Some people don't know. Some people feel a curse of death. There is a path. I'm the human. After all, I'm the human. After all, don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Today we are playing a gig, so it's another great opportunity to practice vocals and growls. The gig was fucking cool, awesome. I also did some guest vocals. I can't wait to see some videos and recordings from the performance.
The apocalypse.
Whoa, I'm waking
waking up. I feel it in my bones. Waking up, rushing dust. My body is red by rust. I'm left dead behind the glass. I'm waking up, saving up, rejecting out our prisoners. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. I left the bed, my sister fell. Thinking I can see further, and should be I, without the proven, to Maryland. But I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, mother's head. Do you feel it's clear? None of the truth. It's a belief. But I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Some people got a real purpose. Some people on the back. Some people feel exhausted. Now there is a path. All the human after all. You're only human after all. The put a blame on man. The put a blame on me. The put a blame on man. The put a blame on man.
Woohoo! Na 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 na. Alright, the experiment is finished and now it's time for sharing some final thoughts. To be completely honest, those 30 days were just fucking crazy for me because obviously, besides practicing growls, gutturals, working on my false chord every single day, I still had to keep up with my daily responsibilities. Practicing with my students, recording new videos on YouTube, recording new covers. I am also a session vocalist. I write lyrics, record vocals for some bands, projects. Also, I am preparing for recording a new album with my band Vishurda. I am working on my lines, working on lyrics. And that challenge, that experiment was a great opportunity to uplift my skill of growls, gutturals, the way I support my stamina, my strength of my breathing, deeper muscles. It really helped me to prepare for recording new shit with my band. I am also working on the new extreme vocal scores. So as you see, there are plenty of things happening, which is really fucking awesome, and I totally love it. But don't think like I am laying in my bed and I will practice growls today and there is nothing else that I have to take care of. It's like 10% of the experiment and 90% of everything else that I do with my vocals throughout a day. So it wasn't easy thing to not only find the time, but more like finding additional boost of energy and motivation to do that one additional thing every day. Because believe me or not, if you are doing a couple of hours of vocals a day, it's not like you want to do the most massive, the most powerful, the lowest, the deepest possible growls, gutturals, because you are just thinking, I will fucking kill myself. I just want to go to bed, to meditate, to eat pizza and just fucking relax. And instead of doing so, you are going elsewhere, like to a place similar to that one, and you are trying to bring the best from your vocals, pushing the boundary a step further every single day, no matter the odds, no matter how you feel, and no matter how tired you are, you tried your fucking best. My growls, my gutturals, my support, my stamina, my strength are at a far much better place than they were 30 days ago. So definitely I encourage you to join in such an experiment, such a challenge, to see if you will push your vocals a little bit further to a better place. 30 days with Alex Terrible videos, daily practice. The idea for the whole experiment came indirectly from one of my students. He has sent me a screenshot from one of Facebook groups about doing extreme vocals, where some guy was asking about tips, advices of how he can improve his growls, gutturals and false chord technique overall. And one of the replies was like literally, go and watch Alex Terrible videos. And I was like, oh, just fucking amazing. A guy will sit in his couch watching videos with Alex Terrible and everything else will happen on its own. But then I started to think, what would happen if the guy, instead of just watching, if he was practicing along those videos? Would it create any like real change in his style, his technique, his awareness? Would it improve his sound or do anything good, or not really, and the guy would lose his time? And I was really eager to try it out on my own, to see if I will like waste my time those 30 days, or maybe something positive will happen. And I was just like, oh fuck, let's do it. Let's take a closer look at Alex Terrible vocals, because I never really dive deep too much and didn't take a closer look at his technique. But I thought that now it's the time to do it. And it was a really great opportunity to learn much more about his like mastery, about his technique, about his style, dedication, determination, and the pure talent combined with really hard work and again great determination to become a really someone in the deathcore music genre. Besides pure curiosity of what is going to happen, I was also driven by another factor. Unfortunately, around January, I was ill, and I don't know if it was COVID or something else, but it really fucked up my lungs, my muscles. I lost 5 kilos, mostly muscles, and my growls, my gutturals, my false chord was really shitty. It was very breathy. It just sounded like I began to do vocals yesterday, not 7 or 8 years, but I've just begun my vocal adventure. It was pretty depressive, it was pretty sad. My clean voice, my fry stream was really good, but my false chord was like, and it suddenly disappeared. I've recovered after around 1.5 or 2 months, but to be honest, my growls, my false chord sounded much worse than it sounded 2 or 3 years earlier. So I looked for ways of how I can motivate myself to work every day on improving and bringing the best from my false chord technique once again. And that experiment, that challenge really helped me to do so, to motivate myself to work every single day without any excuses on improving my growls, my gutturals, and kind of like reconnecting with the false chord technique once again. So this was a really great thing for me, and I am really happy that I just came up with such an idea to create a kind of like interesting footage, kind of like documentary or something like that, but at the same time really improve my own skills as vocalist. Alright, so here we have it, some final thoughts summing up the whole challenge, the whole experiment. 30 days with Alex Terrible videos, daily vocal practice, and this happened to my growl. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to share around those videos. Feel free to join in the challenge 30 days with Alex Terrible videos, daily practice, and invite your friends to do so as well. Thank you very much again. Have a great day, have a great practice. Cheers and love.
Thinking I can see further, it's something I don't know to prove it.